Today's topic is really around the Fed chairman saying he's open to not raising interest rates. Look, I get why they're talking about raising interest rates, but here's the issue. One is we've become addicted to payment instead of purchase price as a nation. Interest rates have been low for so long that the price of real estate has gone up quite a bit because of what people can afford on a month-to-month basis. When interest rates go up, that's going to lower that value of what the general population is going to go pay for that. And now we're looking at car loans going from maybe 3 years, then to 5 years, then to 6, 7, even 8 years now. It keeps the payment the same, but you're in that payment for a longer period of time, which means we can artificially inflate the price of those things, and it's a dangerous place to be. So the other thing is we have $21 trillion. That's a real number somehow. The government has racked up $21 trillion in debt. Having low interest rate on that debt is the only thing that allows them to continue to survive and operate in some capacity. So what if you deferred taxes into a future, and then the Fed raises interest rates, and all of a sudden the government says, we can't even pay, we're going to default on treasuries, which the whole reason why people put their money in the type of government notes, whether it's T-bills or bonds or those kind of things, is because of the unlimited taxing power of the government. Low interest rates have put an artificial Band-Aid on keeping the economy together for a long period of time. Now, what happens from an inflation standpoint? Well, I've given you one insight. Low payments and higher purchase prices artificially create inflation, right? And it's not just inflation. There's technological change that hits kind of our bottom line. There's planned obsolescence of things breaking down and replacing that feels a lot like inflation to us. Now, on the other hand, this is great for business owners to be able to acquire loans at a lower interest rate. It's terrible for retirees that are trying to be on a fixed income and not take risk with their capital or money, and they put it into something with low interest rates that it takes way more money to create the same amount of income. In a certain way, I'm glad that interest rates aren't raising, but it's also created a lot of this artificial debt that was unnecessary and having people borrow more money to consume and not create cash flow. If you keep the eye on the ball, focus on creating cash flow, building economic independence where you're getting more recurring revenue and cash flow from your investments and investing in yourself. Build stability because it's going to be critical. Have plenty of liquidity and make sure to be really efficient. Don't overpay on your taxes or on your interest, or don't overpay on investment fees that are non-performing or duplicate coverages with insurance. You can have a lot more buoyancy, contingency plans, and you're not going to be as hurt when the raising interest rates eventually happens.